lose weight, improve egg quality, get pregnant. Newcomers and fertility family members, what have you done as far as like goals toward getting pregnant? What changes have you made? What do you do so that it doesn't feel like punishment or that you're making a giant sacrifice? Thanks for clicking on Simply Tanika. I am Tanika. If you are new here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button. Let's hang out a while. If you are returning, welcome back. Let's get those babies, ladies. I see the crystal raindrops fall and the beauty. November IVF. So that gives me 3 months to detox, get my weight down, improve my egg quality. Hi ladies, how are you? Alright, so I've worked on my goals. I've put them all on this board. I'm going to put them up on a wall and talk through with you what they are, what the game plan is, and the timeline, because I need to be held accountable. So I'm sharing it just so you know what the plan is for the next 3 months, what we'll be doing here on the channel, and you can call me out if I don't adhere to what I've said I'm going to do. Alright, so let's dig into it. I don't know if you guys can see any of that, but I'll do a zoom in, but let's just talk through it. Okay, so these are the goals. They're in black. Lose weight, improve egg quality, get pregnant. So the first thing, the blue is kind of like the quantifiable part of the goals. Like I work in corporate America, we do SMART goals, so they have to be measurable. That's what the M stands for. So to lose weight, I want to reduce my BMI to 22 over the next 3 months. Improve my egg quality over 3 months. That's a little harder to measure just because I'm not pulling my eggs out to see. So the plan is to take the steps that I know will improve them, or the steps that are most likely to improve them, and then we hope for the best if we end up in a situation where I'm doing IVF, and then the proof will be in the pudding. They will grade the eggs and tell me how well I did. And then get pregnant. So that goal is by the 31st of December of this year. As I said earlier, I really believe this is my year. I really believe it's going to happen and I'll have a baby on board by then. And so that's the goal. I'm mentally going to focus on that as a goal. And all of my actions should sort of help support that goal as I keep it in mind. Okay, so let's just go down one at a time because there's a lot here. So in the lose weight column, the red are kind of like the steps to do it. The blue parts are the measurable parts or timing. So pick a fat loss plan, right? I want to reduce my fat more than anything. Overall, I will reduce my weight ultimately, but I want to be very specific about these goals. So that's the S in SMART goals: specific, measurable. So I specifically want to have fat loss to achieve my weight loss plan and reach the goal of reducing my BMI. I want to develop an exercise plan. I think that will also help me reduce my BMI, and it will help with my overall well-being and hormonal balance and sort of everything that I'm trying to do. Increase my water intake. I'm really bad about the water. So I did a little bit of research and I was told 1 ounce of water ideally per pound of body weight that you have. I'm currently at 150 pounds, and I then set my goal for 150 ounces of water a day. What that comes out to numbers wise is like 5 32-ounce bottles of water daily. If you're doing the math exactly, I round it up. It's 4 and some change, but I'm gonna go to 5. So like 5 of these. This one is 32 ounces, or it's actually 33, it's a liter, but 5 a day of these for water. I'm not getting anywhere near that currently, so I plan to ramp up. Sustain and maintain is the end goal of it. So I will drink as much water as I can with the goal. So today is the 18th of August. I will say by the end of August, August 31st, I should be at 5 liters a day. Then I need to get a water filtration system at home. I think I have we have one at work. I've got some stuff at home, but I either want to get like a Brita or something on the faucet just so that every ounce of water that I'm consuming is filtrated and not necessarily in a bottle, coming in a plastic bottle. Most of the bottles are BPA free, but oh, that's Shell. I gotta call you back, Shell, sorry. Most of the bottles are BPA free, so there's not a lot of chance of contaminants, but I just don't want the plastic, and I think it's bad for the environment. If I can stop it, like, I'll just do water filtration. Increase my sleep. I'm currently getting about 5 hours of sleep. The goal is 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night. And then again, I said the blue are kind of like the date. So after, like, for develop my exercise plan, I'm going to start that after the detox. So I put that as like September 16th. Increase the water intake, that starts today. There's no reason why I can't start that today. Increase my sleep, that starts today, right? So that's kind of the lose weight goal. Then we go into improve egg quality. So I'm gonna revamp my supplements. I just wanna make sure that they're on point. The first thing I will do is have a blood draw and get all my levels checked. So checking my DHEA, my testosterone, zinc, folic acid, etc. Like the last time I took it, my folic acid was excessive, so I cut back on some of those. I reduced my DHEA because it was within range, so I just wanted to maintain it. So just making an informed decision about the supplement. So I need my blood levels to, let me know where I am currently. The last time I had them checked was beginning of March, end of February, I think. Define my detox plan. So I have been drinking. I obviously went to my sister's wedding. I said I was going to enjoy myself. I don't feel bad about it. It was summer. I've had some rosé out on some terraces. It's been great, but now it's time to get serious. And so I am going to discontinue, I say that down here, remove alcohol, sugar, dairy, and soda. So, and when I say sugar, I had to put a question mark because I'm like, does that mean I'm not going to eat fruit? I think for me, it's no added sugar and no fruit juice. So I have to figure out what to drink instead of the palm. But anyway, I'm getting ahead. So detox plan, I want to do charcoal for 3 days. I want to do water with lemon, cayenne, and the apple cider vinegar, the organic one, or agave for 7 days. And I think the plan is only that for 7 days, right before I go into my vacation. Just because I think that will be easier than trying to go to work and do everything else. Part of it is a staycation, and then at the end of the week, we're going to go to Maine. So we're not there a full 7 days. I think we'll be there like 4 days or something like that. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days. And then I have the Tuesday off from work. So in that time frame, I'll be doing the detox plan, and then September 15th I'll do a colonic and get everything else out of the system. I can't do the charcoal for too many days because it takes everything out. I don't know if you guys know, active charcoal pills, they give that when people have overdose, so it takes everything out of your body. So it obviously will deplete my nutrients and my supplement, so you have to be careful with that. So I want to do that for 3 days, and then after I'm done with the charcoal pills, I'll start the new supplement regime. Acupuncture weekly, I'm going to start that again September 12th. Meditation, the plan is to do it daily every morning, starting on August 19th, which is tomorrow. And fertility massage, so I'll do that from cycle day 6 through ovulation. If you don't know, you're not meant to do fertility massage, or it's not recommended that you do it while you're on your menses, while you're in the bleeding part of your cycle when AF is around. So once the witch leaves town, then you start the massages, so I'll do that. And then the castor oil packs, I will start it on cycle day 7. Again, you're not supposed to do it when you're bleeding. So 7, 8, 9, and then take a day off. And then, so day 10 will be off, and then 11, 12, 13. So you do 3 days on, 1 day off, 3 days on. And that also helps with the toxins, releasing and just overall helping egg quality. So that's that. And then all of this kind of feeds into one another. So 1 supports 2, 2 supports 3. 1 and 2 support 3, if that makes sense. So the getting pregnant part by December 31st. I'm meeting with the RA on Monday, which is the 20th. We're going to talk about IUI, IVF. My goal is IUI in September, IVF in November, because she wants that month off with no meds. And when I say IVF, I'm specifically meaning egg retrieval, and then we'll figure out the rest. So hopefully I only have to do 1 egg retrieval. I was talking to Genesis earlier, and I was like, I only really can afford 1 IVF. And she, even though everyone's like, do 2, do 3, it increases your chances. Great, it increases your chances. It also increases your cost. Like if I had to do 3 full IVFs, it's like $45,000, which unless some of you are giving me money, I can't afford that. So That's what the plan is, egg retrieval in November. And then we'll figure out transfer after that. Meet with the nephrologist. So when I meet with the RE on Monday, I'm going to ask her what her ideal protocol is for me for IVF and get the exact meds, the exact dosages, and then take that to the nephrologist and see what's up with that IVF protocol and how does that impact me. For those of you who are new here, I only have one kidney. I gave the other one to my sister. And so I just want to make sure that I'm not doing anything bad for my body. Like there are things I can't have, like Advil, because I have one kidney. So what are all the meds going to do to me? So I just want to make sure everything's okay. There's not a lot of history on people having one kidney and having done it. There are people who were recipients who've done it, but not donors. Recipients have 3 kidneys because they don't take out the ones that are poorly functioning because it would be major surgery. So they have the 2 that they were born with, if they were born with 2, and then the 1 that's donated to them. I only have 1. I was born with 2 and I gave 1 away. Ideally, that 1 takes over the function of the 2, but it's not as if you still have 2, which is why I cannot have things like Advil. I have to take Tylenol because it's processed in the liver. So that's that. So I want to meet with the nephrologist and see what's up. Develop a treatment plan. So with input from the nephrologist, and just so you know, a nephrologist is a kidney doctor. When you have your kidney removed, it's a nephrectomy. That's weird. That's what the nephrologist does. So input from the nephrologist, input from the RE, and then what risk am I willing to assume? That will determine my treatment plan, right? Because they're going to tell me, not that I'm 100% clear, they're going to, as doctors do, tell you what your risks are and what the benefits are. And then it's up to us as patients to determine, yes, I'm willing to assume that risk, or no, I'm not. A lot of times they always throw in risk includes death, I think just to cover their asses, but it could be like a 1% chance, right? So I've got to figure out what I'm willing to accept as a risk. If it increases my risk of my kidney failing, increases risk of cancer or whatever, probably not going to sign up for that. Doesn't make a lot of sense to do all that to get pregnant and then die when my kid is 5, in my opinion. Save money. So I want to reduce my spending and I want to identify other revenue opportunities. We'll see. Like I've got to stop eating out and other things, and that kind of supports eating healthier. If I'm eating at home, food that I've cooked and prepared, I will cut down on my costs. Obviously cutting down on alcohol is a way to save money, but I have to factor that in because I'm going to be increasing my costs with IVF as we move to that. And so it just makes sense. I don't want to be broke and then the baby's here and I can't even afford childcare. So I've got to balance that all out, especially as a single parent. It's not like I have someone else that I can turn around to and say, hey, when's your payday? So that all has to be sorted out. And then the last thing, I'm going to schedule the saline sinohistogram, which the doctor's recommending. So that would happen in October, on that month that I'm not medicated, of course, assuming I'm not pregnant. If I get pregnant at this IUI in September, all that out the window. Those are kind of the plans, the goals that I have. I wanted to share that with you guys. Like I said, to hold myself accountable. I'll bring it over just so you guys can see some of that. There it is. So lose the weight, improve egg quality, and get pregnant. Which I'm sure is the goal of all the ladies who are TTC, but I just want to put it in writing, put it in my brain, hold myself accountable to it, and pray for the best. As always, wishing God's will be done. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. That's what's going on with me. That's what we'll be doing on the channel in the next 3 months. Overall, it's just gonna make me healthier, happier, more, well-rounded, and I think more grounded in what's going on. After that last cycle, not this current one, but the one prior, I felt like I was so close, and then it just shook me to my core. So I really just wanna be grounded and solid in my choices and what I'm doing, and I feel like having a plan written out helps me support that and gets me like mentally ready, and having those goals and having a plan, like I'm busy and running around, if I don't write it down, it may not happen. And I just need it to be in the back of my mind, like in my subconscious. When I'm asleep, these are the goals. When I'm awake, these are the goals. Stay focused. So yeah. That's it. What about you, ladies? Are you doing any goal setting? I didn't say it at the top of the video. If any of you are new here, welcome. I hope that you hit the subscribe button and hang around for a while. I'm very interested to know how your journey is going and how I can support you in your journey. I would love to hear how your journey is going. Let me know down below. But all of you, newcomers and fertility family members, what have you done as far as like goals toward getting pregnant. What changes have you made? What do you do so that it doesn't feel like punishment or that you're making a giant sacrifice? Especially if you're at it for like a year. When I first started, I thought, oh, I could cut this out because, you know, in 3 months I'll be pregnant, and then 9 months, of course, I'm not going to do anything to harm the baby. But here I am, you know, 8 cycles later and no sign of pregnancy. So that's on my mind, to not feel punished. So I'm curious as to how you ladies get around that. Like, what do you do to make yourself feel nourished and loved and supported and not like it's a chore? Because it shouldn't be a chore, right? It's a labor of love. So let me know what you're doing. All right. Thanks, Fertility Fam. Thanks for hanging out with me on this Saturday. I will talk to you ladies later. Bye. Mwah. Baby dust to you all.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind when I think of